Broadcasting live from the 2022 Roswell Rotary Golf and Tennis Tournament from the beautiful Brookfield Country Club. It's time for North Fulton Business Radio. Now, here's your host.
And hello again, everyone. John Ray back with you. And we're having a lot of fun out here at the 2022 Roswell Rotary Golf and Tennis Tournament, and I'm sitting alongside Lori Allen. Lori is a Regional Development Officer with the Wellstar Foundation here in North Fulton. Lori, welcome.
Thank you, John. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here and always a great day when we can come out and support Roswell Rotary in the golf tournament.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talk a little bit about, let's give everyone an introduction to Wellstar Foundation. I think everyone knows about Wellstar North Fulton Hospital, but maybe not as many people know about the foundation. So give an introduction.
I am honored to be part of Wellstar North Fulton. We're an incredible hospital located here in Roswell, and the Wellstar Foundation is the philanthropic arm of the Wellstar Health System. And I work in the Roswell Alpharetta community to support and add, to bring the community support in through the foundation to our hospital. Yeah. I'm charged as a development officer with building community relationships, raising funds to help support our mission. And the mission of the foundation is to fuel innovation and improve the lives of every patient every time. So as a not-for-profit health system, the philanthropic arm is very important to the work that we do to serve our communities.
Right. Yeah, and there's probably a lot of people that don't know about the nonprofit status of the hospital, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. As a nonprofit health system, we treat every person that enters our door, regardless of the ability to pay, insured or no insurance. We're the largest provider of charity, uncompensated care in the state, and we take that role very seriously. Anybody that comes in our door, we take care of them. So I partner with the community to help us raise funds to continue all the great things that we do.
That's terrific. So you're involved with the Roswell Rotary. How long have you been involved with the Rotary?
Well, I've been with the Wellstar Foundation almost 6 years, and I've been with Roswell Rotary about 5. I joined very early after taking this role. And it has been probably the best thing that I have done since I came here to this community.
That's great.
As I've told so many people that I know at Wellstar that anything that happens in Roswell Rotary is behind it in some way.
Isn't that the truth? And that's a big statement because there's a lot going on in Roswell. So to say that Roswell Rotary is behind all the great things happening in Roswell, that's a big statement.
We either started it, support it, partner, or go beside it.
There you go. There you go, for certain. Talk about the Wellstar's involvement in this tournament.
Yes, we're a sponsor of the tournament because we believe so strongly in the mission of Rotary and what Rotary is able to accomplish in our community of partnering with local organizations to meet the needs of the community here in Roswell. As a hospital, that is our passion. We want the community healthy. So Roswell Rotary is a natural fit for us. And then last year, the Wellstar Foundation was a recipient of a grant from Roswell Rotary, and we're very excited about that. We are very grateful to Rotary for making it possible. As we know, right now we are in the middle of a mental health, behavioral health crisis in our community.
Right.
And there were some needs that were made known to us, and I presented this to the leadership of Roswell Rotary. And together, we are making the Mental Health, Behavioral Health podcast and video series with the Wellstar Behavioral Health System or Department. And we're in the middle of finalizing those now. And it's going to be made available free of charge through the generous donation of Rotary to our community, to church groups, to schools, to counselors, YMCA, clubs all over, and we're interviewing and hearing from the Roswell teen. It's actually called Roswell Teen Talk, and we are interviewing Roswell teens, finding out what's on their heart, what are they dealing with, helping parents navigate this these teen years and early 20s that can be so hard for all families.
Yeah, yeah. And with the pandemic and just it I think it really pulled the lid off a lot of issues that had been there all along for teens, right? Yeah.
I think the issues had been there all along, like you said, and then the pandemic and the shutdowns and all of that really did pull the Band-Aid off. And so, as usual, Roswell Rotary stepped up to help fill that gap, and I'm very proud of the Wellstar team, our behavioral health team, for the work that we are doing to bring these issues to the forefront and actually hear it from teens, because we as parents can think we know.
Right.
Okay,
right.
but we don't always know what's going on. So
That's
we
right.
have heard some really interesting information from our teens, and we're partnering with the community, with our local schools, Roswell High School, Fellowship Christian, several other schools in the community, to really get a pulse and hear what's going on. And then from there, opening conversation. That's what we want to do, is open conversations between the kids, their parents, the schools, counselors, to make a difference, because we also are suffering from, there's a suicide problem here in this community and a lot of communities across the country. And I've heard more than one member on the committee say, if we can save one life, then all that we have done for this podcast video series is worth it.
That's awesome. Lori Allen, folks, with the Wellstar Foundation. Lori, obviously, mental and behavioral health is an important driver and a cause for the Wellstar Foundation. Talk about some of the other work that you're doing.
We're very involved, like I said, in behavioral health. We're also focused on workforce development. We, partnering with companies. The pandemic also exacerbated a lot of those problems, and so we're partnering with companies to work through some of those issues and be a place and a way for us to work, like with Georgia Power and different other companies and nursing schools, many other companies, to work with addressing the workforce development. Innovation and technology is also really important to the Wellstar Foundation, as we knew and learned through the pandemic. Being able to have a telemed appointment with your doctor is really important. We know that we've got a crisis in rural health care, rural America, rural Georgia. So those that technology piece is really, really important.
Yeah, absolutely. What great work. We're just delighted, Lori, to have you on to celebrate the work that you and your colleagues at Wellstar do. It's so important in our community, and we're grateful for you and just honored we could celebrate you and your work.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. But before we let you go, I want, if anyone wants to know more about the Wellstar Foundation, how can they get in touch?
Yes, thank you. Please feel free to call me if you've got any questions about the Wellstar Foundation, how you can help at Wellstar North Fulton Hospital. It's lori.allen at wellstar.org, or 678-873-1403 is my cell phone.
Lori Allen, folks, with the Wellstar Foundation. Lori, thanks again for coming on.
Thank you, John.